Hello there.
This is where the fun begins.
What's up, guys? Unofficial Star Wars here. Hope you're all doing well, and in this video we have an exciting update for the Ahsoka Tano series on Disney+. We're a little under a month away now at this point, as it's August 1st. At the time of recording and publishing this video, we have a new tease for Hayden Christensen's return as Anakin Skywalker in the Ahsoka series. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna hop right on into it. In this video, we are going to be taking a read from the Direct's article. I'll have their article linked in the description down below for you guys to check out there as well. As I read, new merch seems to almost spoil Hayden Christensen's previously rumored return as Anakin Skywalker in the upcoming Ahsoka series on Disney+. This hair has, of course, been a rumor for the last couple of months now at this point, coming from a number of different sources, including The Hollywood Reporter and Deadline, which are very reputable sources. And when you have sources reporting on something like this major, people take it as kind of confirmed at that. Nonetheless, it is something that is not necessarily 110% confirmed until I think that we actually see it in the show, but I'm very hopeful that this is something that we will see for the Ahsoka series. Following a 17-year absence from the Star Wars franchise, Hayden Christensen made his thrilling comeback as Darth Vader / Anakin Skywalker in the Obi-Wan Kenobi series through a number of flashbacks and a new fight with Obi-Wan Kenobi himself in the finale. And while he offered a quote-unquote no comment on whether he had a future as Vader or Anakin Skywalker after that, his return set off a furious passion from the fans as he finally got to redeem himself in the role after the prequel trilogy. Filling in some of those gaps though, however, for some of my not so die-hard Star Wars fans that might be watching, why is Anakin Skywalker important to Ahsoka Tano? Well, if you didn't know, Anakin Skywalker actually takes Ahsoka Tano as a Padawan throughout the Clone Wars movie and the Clone Wars animated series, set in between the events of Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith from the prequel trilogy. And while I have discussed it a number of times here on the channel, I wouldn't say that it's necessary for you to have seen Clone Wars or Rebels or any other animated shows from Star Wars in order to understand and enjoy Ahsoka, but it's highly recommended. And if you're gonna choose one, go with Star Wars Rebels. Anyway, we now have Anakin Skywalker as his overall role and his return in a new Ahsoka tease by the official merch for the show. Amazon has listed merchandise for the Ahsoka series on Disney Plus that seemingly spoiled Anakin Skywalker's inclusion in the new Star Wars series. This comes more than a year and a half after Hayden Christensen was reported to return in the Ahsoka series, although his specific role was never confirmed. Whether this would be a Force ghost or flashbacks, it's Anakin Skywalker. Really, who cares at that point? A listing for an Ahsoka branded shirt featuring Mary Elizabeth Winston's live-action Harrison Dula for the show also included a listing for apparel featuring other characters from the Ahsoka series, such as Sabine Wren, or Zeb, or Ezra Bridger and Thrawn, which had Anakin Skywalker's name in the group though, however, that was listed. As the official Amazon listing says, in quote, "Stop looking for fashion help in all the wrong places, and add a little out-of-this-world style to your wardrobe with some truly epic officially licensed Star Wars graphic t-shirts, sweatshirts, and hoodies. Transport yourself to a galaxy far, far away with cool new apparel featuring Ahsoka Tano, Sabine Wren, Anakin Skywalker, Mon Mothma, and all of your favorite Star Wars Ahsoka characters." Ending that quote right there. They also go ahead and mention Mon Mothma, who's going to be playing a political presence as into the New Republic for the Ahsoka series, being played by Genevieve O'Reilly as seen in the Andor series, which is set very much before the Ahsoka series is taking place. But yes, she also belongs in this listing. They also mention Anakin Skywalker though, however, which is very surprising, honestly. Mind you, this isn't officially from Lucasfilm, this is from Amazon, but Lucasfilm is going to tell other major companies things regarding their show in an effort to go ahead and market it and get merchandise out for it. So including Anakin Skywalker in that lineup is really quite big. I also gotta say, I love that little Star Wars reference at the front of that quote saying, "Stop looking for fashion help in all the wrong places," which is a reference to the planet Alderaan, all the wrong. I love some Star Wars jokes, I digress. What also really sells this and confirms that this is intended for the Ahsoka series is because at the end of the statement they mention for all of your favorite Star Wars Ahsoka characters in reference to the title of the show. This here all being said, we can take it with a grain of salt for the time being. Of course, it's very fun to get excited about this stuff. Of course, as I mentioned throughout this video, I would love to see the return of Hayden Christensen once again in Star Wars for the Ahsoka series on Disney Plus. It's gonna be, that would be insane. And of course, I covered this initially when the rumors had come out from the Hollywood Reporter. People were taking it as something pretty much confirmed when you have the Hollywood freaking Reporter reporting on this type of thing. But most of myself is saying, don't get yourself too excited, don't get too hyped up for right now. This isn't something that's 110% confirmed, but this just adds on to that resume of, on top of hearing this from about a year and a half ago from all these other reputable sources like Deadline, like the Hollywood Reporter, and Variety, and everybody in between, reporting on Hayden Christensen returning as Anakin Skywalker in flashback sequences or even as a Force ghost for the Ahsoka series would be insane. And this just, as I mentioned, adds on to that resume of what we could see. I also want to touch on the idea, it is something that's a tug of war kind of, I think is the word I'm looking for, of if this is going to be flashbacks or if it's going to be taking place in the present time of when the Ahsoka series is taking place during the events of the Mandoverse, as we recently did learn from Sabine actress in live action. Natasha Liu Bordizzo states that the Ahsoka series is actually supposed to be taking place alongside exactly when the Mandalorian Season 3 events are taking place. Well, of course, we know that the Mandoverse is taking place after the events of the original trilogy, so Anakin Skywalker, Darth Vader, well, he's a Force ghost during this time. That is something that's up in the air though, however, whether or not this would be for a flashback sequence or as a Force ghost appearance, or hey, even both would be really awesome. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below, and what would you want to see more. And so with the Ahsoka show taking place after the titular Jedi's adventure that fans have already seen in The Mandalorian Season 2 and the Book of Boba Fett, the best bet is that Anakin's appearances will be through flashbacks or as a Force ghost, as I had mentioned. Since Vader is already long dead after his last canonical appearance in Episode 6, Return of the Jedi, it's highly unlikely that Snips and Sky Guy will have a true reunion or rekindling of their relationship after the events of the Clone Wars, unless that would be through a Force ghost experience. The series will already feature a quadrant of villains for Ahsoka to face, although she'll certainly have plenty of demons with which to wrestle in terms of looking back on her close ties to Anakin Skywalker and what really truly went wrong with him. Seeing him even name dropped in the trailer itself was pretty insane, and she's clearly going to be struggling with that throughout the show and blaming herself even potentially for the fall of the Chosen One. And with the most recent trailer already teasing new connections between the former Jedi Knight and his apprentice, Anakin and Ahsoka's relationship will be a key subplot to follow as the titular hero's journey continues on the Ahsoka series. Guys, let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. As I had mentioned earlier on, this is just another one of the things that adds onto the resume of, hey, we're probably going to see Hayden Christensen returning as Anakin Skywalker for the Ahsoka series on Disney Plus. It's going to be insane. I'm looking forward to it. We're covering it and talking about it all here on the channel. Guys, it's all the more reason to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell to be notified for when we have new videos coming out on the channel. Of course, we're discussing and talking about all types of things related to Star Wars, including news, leaks, rumors, theories, and breakdowns here on the channel. If you guys are into any of that, go ahead and grab that subscribe button if you haven't already and join us here on the channel. Guys, let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. Of course, I would love to hear what you guys are all thinking. What do you want to see with Anakin Skywalker in the Ahsoka series? If it happens, do take it with a grain of salt, but hey, I think we can get hyped for it. Of course, I would love to hear all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. Guys, thanks so much for watching today's video. Of course, this has been Unofficial Star Wars. Have a great one. May the Force be with you as always. Peace out.